Welcome to day 5 of our 2948 anniversary special. I'm Sandy Gardner.
And I'm Chris Trellis.
Today, our biggest free fly event to date thunders on. Throughout the event, we'll be featuring a different Star Citizen ship manufacturer every day and making all their flyable ships available to test fly for free.
Yes, very cool. So anyone with an RSI account can get into the game during the anniversary special and try out all the flyable ships. There are 80 of them in overall, so that's a huge amount. But today we'll be focusing on the ships of Drake Interplanetary.
Yes, we will. And to discuss the most controversial ship maker in the verse, here are John Crew, Josh Coons, Elwin Batchelor, and Jared Huckabee.
So Drake Interplanetary, it's our 5th day of our anniversary promotion. Drake Interplanetary has what, like 12 ships in the Drake lineup. There's 8 that are flyable now in our free fly promotion. When I say Drake Interplanetary to each one of you, what's the first word that comes to mind?
Versatility.
Versatility.
Cheapness.
Cheapness.
Yeah.
And as in cost or
As in
quality or?
All of those things. Like, they are not particularly strongly built. They're built to a budget.
These guys make Drake ships. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. There's some. If I could count how many screws and nuts and bolts and
They're like this
rafters and
table.
girders are in there.
Wires and cables.
It's not that it's cheap or weak. It's just they don't care about you bumping your head on that stuff, so they don't cover it up with airbags and nice plastic panels. They pass the savings on to you with manufacturing cost cuts. It's cheap in that regard, yes.
Elwin's got something to say on this. Elwin, you figured out, you helped develop the entire style guide for Drake ships when you did the Drake Caterpillar, right?
Well, not the entire style guide. Obviously, we were working with. We just happened to be the first ones to build a ship with a Drake ship with a substantial interior that established the style guide going forward. And we decided to use shape language that just suggested that you were in a dangerous environment. So the idea was to make it feel like you're in an active construction zone. Right? Does it feel like, as if I'm walking down this hallway, I need to feel as though part of the wall is about to collapse on me? If you go to one of the cargo modules in the Caterpillar, you'll notice that we've exposed all the mechanisms for the door, so anyone can stick their arm in there and just lose it if they wanted to.
Function over form, girders,
That's a good one. I like
bolts,
that one.
Rafters, like every trellis beam is visible.
And that's not just a Caterpillar, that's all Drake ships.
Yeah.
Function over form, I think you nailed it right there. That's one of the reasons I think I relate to Drake so much.
But I think it goes a little bit further than that. I really do think it's like, no, this is just a hazardous environment. We have.
They're not robust.
They're not. And
There's no safety equipment.
the idea is I'm going to get into the ship at
ejection
my
seats,
own risk, essentially.
I feel uncomfortable when I go in a Drake ship, I feel like I want to spend the minimum amount of time in here because it's going to.
I feel like Drake ships
gonna
are
kill
lived
me.
in. I want to spend all my time in a Drake ship. I go into a Drake ship, and I that's what I relate to. It's this function over form thing. I instantly feel at home in a Drake ship. You don't get that.
Says a lot about.
I think it says a lot about you.
I just like safety.
All right. Not every ship is going to be for every player.
No.
Who's the Caterpillar for?
Caterpillars for the cargo haulers and the traders. So it's got a great cargo capacity.
It's got a wonderful cargo.
Yeah,
capacity.
and it's those easy access clamshell doors means you can get stuff in and out. I've seen some enterprising use of weaponry inside those cargo bay doors.
That's right, because it's got the side doors that you can open up and you can fire out.
Like 5, 6 Cyclone TRs in there, just open the doors and just all the Gatlings come out
That is awesome.
like a pirate ship. There's all these
pirate ship.
But
With that, it's almost like a broadside, like an old school pirate ship broadside. Now, we talked a bit about piracy before we got started here, and the Drake Caterpillar is one of the limited ships that are available during the anniversary promotion going on right now. But there's a second Caterpillar that's available. You don't see it if you just go to the website. You actually have to participate in Pirate Swarm, which is well, tell us what Pirate Swarm is.
So Pirate Swarm is one of our Arena Commander game modes. So it's essentially you versus waves of AI. So we have Vandal Swarm, which is you versus waves of Vandal. Pirate Swarm is the pirate version of that. So you're against a variety of just pirate AI ships, and you just have to clear the waves. Each wave gets progressively harder. There's a couple of boss waves thrown in there.
And you don't have to do this alone. You can do this with friends.
You can do it by yourself. You can do it with a few friends.
And you know how many waves? I think it's
15.
I've never beat it, so I don't actually know.
15 waves. So depending on how like you count the waves in
I
terms of
cannot beat Pirate Swarm. It's my secret.
That's your initiation.
secret shame.
pirate shame.
Pirate shame.
And I just exposed myself that I've never actually beat Pirate Swarm. But if you do beat Pirate Swarm, you get badged with a special badge that will enable you to check out the pirate version of a caterpillar. And I do have to say, for a company that's not supposedly selling to pirates, the fact that there is a pirate version of the caterpillar seems a bit suspect to me.
Right, that's an aftermarket thing.
Oh, it's an aftermarket.
Oh yeah, our customers do what they
so
want with
it's
the
an
ship.
aftermarket.
What you do with them is it's your business.
Yeah, that's your business.
From the Caterpillar, we went to a revamp last year of the Cutlass. And the Cutlass is arguably the most popular Drake ship that's in the lineup. Talk to me about working on the Cutlass. What is the Cutlass?
It's this sort of, I guess the official term is this militia ship. So it's a bit of again, it's multi-role. It's got some cargo space. It's got a lot of guns, so it can do combat.
From a gameplay perspective, who's the Cutlass for?
Elwin mentioned like versatile and versatility.
It's everybody.
It's something for everyone really there. It's like the Connie has that multi-crew experience. You can do a slightly smaller scale version of that with the Cutlass. So you've got those two seats with the two screens, able to do all the ship functionality. You've got a turret to use. You've got that cargo bay area, so you can haul cargo. You can put some small vehicles can get up that ramp. It's got those side raiding doors for ease of access in and out.
And you can put
It's got a lot of
troops in the back.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
literally
There's
clown car them in.
6 jump seats in the back of the black.
There are. And of course, we also have variants of the Cutlass coming
Yeah,
online
the
later.
blue and the red.
Blue and the red. And sorry, the black, which is so loved and beholden for pirates, we have the Cutlass Blue, which is
Yeah.
a police cruiser.
Yeah, it's like the militia
It's
police.
like Drake playing both
Yeah.
sides of the equation.
I think it's very
That's-
fitting.
That's great for a
I think
manufacturer.
it's very fitting.
Supply both sides.
Now, while the Caterpillar and the Cutlass can be operated solo, the other end of the spectrum, we've got single-seat ships like the Buccaneer and the Dragonfly. Talk to me about the Buccaneer.
Buccaneer is this great little light fighter, really agile, got those huge engines to make it nice and fast. Like a lot of Drake things, it's very well armed. The trade-off being it's a bit made of paper, like we talked about.
Like
it.
actual paper, not
The
metaphorically
actual,
paper.
like as close to paper as metal can get. Like that thing falls apart with a stiff breeze. But if it gets its guns on target, and the guns themselves, like there's a variety of loadouts, so it has that spinal mount which can take a size 4 gun on there, or twin S2s.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Twin
so
S2s.
you can all go all one huge gun, or just smattering of smaller guns everywhere. Really packs a punch. I don't want to say that tagline.
Punches above its weight class.
That one.
And then the Dragonfly, our introduction of an entirely new type of vehicle to Star Citizen, the space motorcycle. What do you think about the Dragonfly? What were your thoughts when we first revealed a space motorcycle? What were your thoughts?
I want to build that. That was my first thought.
That
was
sounds cool.
I think a lot of us felt that way.
Yeah.
Sadly, I didn't get the opportunity to, but it was really cool to see that ship come together because I think some of the finish of the exterior of that ship is going to start influencing ships moving forward. So I believe the Vulture
Yes.
looks like it's taking a lot of cues from the Dragonfly. So it's really helping that one ship is really helping to sort of really solidify the Drake style on the exterior of ships.
And the most recent addition to Drake's pantheon of spaceships, the Drake Kraken. Now, the Kraken was a ship that we actually allowed the community to vote on last year in our You Pick the Next Drake ship, and it lost.
Yep.
It lost.
It was ahead for a long time, and then there was.
But in the end, we came up with the Vulture.
Yep.
The Kraken lost. Why did we make the Kraken?
So it was a really interesting idea. We don't have any like big carrier ships outside the Idris really, and we wanted that variety of things. And Drake, sort of the masters of doing something the same as someone else, but on a completely different level. One of my favorite things that I want to do with it is essentially like boarding parties and landing parties. So in days of old, pirate ships would pull up into a harbour and send all their stuff out.
The sloops.
Yeah, you can do that because this thing can land. So it just lands planet-side somewhere, launch all your ships, launch all the dragonflies out of it, and just go do some raiding.
Or that even more terrifying visual, like if you're planet side and a Kraken is coming down, and then you see the ships swarm out from over it, that's going to be quite a sight.
Actually, when I saw the commercial, as soon as I saw all the ships sort of take off of it and start attacking, it instantly reminded me of initially what made me super excited about this game, where it's, I'm gonna come in with my entire clan and we're all just gonna deploy from this one spot and attack the mission, whatever that mission is. So for me, it probably would be to do exactly what they did in the commercial. It's just fly with all my friends and then go on missions as we do it.
Well, I think that pretty much wraps up day 5, Drake Interplanetary. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing stories about Drake and our Star Kitten, and any opportunity to troll Nick Kearsley, I will always jump at. So, yeah, I'll let you get back to work, everybody. Thanks so much.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Thank you.